Hello everybody. So today's class is going to be a 30-minute Vinyasa flow. We'll need a block for today's practice. I'll give you a moment to set up before we begin. If you want to use a playlist also, feel free to find one on your phone, maybe on your Spotify. I can share some after as well. I just don't want to use any of my own music just in case if Instagram takes it down for copyright issues. But when you are ready, we're going to get started in a child's pose to begin class. Just placing your block off to the side. Once you're on your mat, take the knees together if you want to stretch out the lower back. Take the knees as wide as your mat. Sink the hips back. Walk your hands forward. Place the forehead down onto your mat or the block. You can cross the forearms as well, resting your head here. That'll help neutralize the spine. So just take your moment here to settle in. Reaching the hips back, even if they're not touching the heels, that's okay. Begin to close your eyes here. Good. And just becoming aware of the breath. Taking your long inhales and taking a long exhale. Good. Again, long inhale and a long exhale. Good. Finding anywhere in the body you can soften just a little bit more. Maybe the corners of the eyes or the corners of the mouth. Soften in the shoulders, soften in the hips, maybe in the fingertips as well. Good, let's take 4 more breaths here. Arrive presently onto your mat, staying with the long inhale and the long exhale. Your last 2 breaths here. Good. Slowly lift the heart up just a little bit. Walk your hands over to the left side of the mat, maybe off the mat, right hand on top. Melt the chest onto the left thigh. Breathing through the whole right side body. Breathing between each rib here. Begin to walk your hands through center. Come on over to your right side. Left hand can stack on top. Breathing through the side body. Good. Start to make your way back through center. Ripple through the spine. Tabletop position. If you're just joining, say a little hello. Knees underneath the hips. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Your inhale, open the heart. Gaze forward. Lift the tailbone. And the exhale, round the spine. Press the heart away. Press the mat away. Gaze towards the thighs. And again, inhale. Open the heart with the belly drop towards the ground. Your exhale rounds the spine. Press the mat away. Let the head hang heavy. And then taking this time here, start to explore. Good. Feel free to come into little hip circles. If you're feeling really tight here, you can come into side body stretches. So the left ear, the left shoulder will come towards the left hip. You're going to stretch out the right side. And then come on over to the other side. Good. Let's take about 10 more breaths wherever you are. Good. Just bringing awareness back to the breath here. If the thoughts are starting to wander, just coming back to your awareness. Letting yourself have these next 30 minutes to yourself. Good. Take those last 4 breaths. your last two. And your last one, inhale. And your last exhale. Good, come with the neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Walk the hands a couple of inches away from you. Spread the fingers wide. Plug the fingertips down and send the hips back. Feet about hip width here in the downward facing dog, making an upside down view with the body. So hands about shoulder width here. Still plugging the fingertips into the ground. Just try not to dump all the weight into the wrists. Good, feeling the outsides of the hips drawing you back. And then soften the elbows if you notice that the elbows are starting to lock out here. Begin to welcome in a little bit of movement here, pedaling out the feet. Good. Start to stretch out the hamstrings. You can shake your head yes or no here if you're feeling any tension in the neck. Good. Press the fingertips down. Send the hips back. Come to stillness. Take 3 breaths. Your last inhale. And exhale, ripple through the spine, come into a plank. Shoulders over wrists. Hips in line with the shoulders. Draw the navel into the spine. Gaze forward, neutral spine. Slowly come back to your downward facing dog. Send the hips back. Readjust the feet if you need to. Next inhale, ripple through the spine. Come back to your plank. Neutral neck, neutral spine. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. I'm just going to do that one more time. Inhale, ripple through the spine. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big bend into the knees. Gaze forward between the thumbs here and then slowly walk up. We're going to forward fold at the top of the mat. Your head will hang heavy, bend into the knees softly, grabbing opposite elbows. Good. We can sway side to side here with the torso, or you can rock back and forth on the feet. And then bend to the knees, any amount here that feels really good. Soften in the face. Again, between the corners of the eyes or the jaw. Just let yourself release anywhere you're holding tension. Let your arms hang heavy. Walk the feet back about hip width here. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide the hands up to the shins or the knees. Gaze forward a few inches. Exhale, forward fold. Your inhale rises all the way. Take those hands above the head. The exhale, hands come into heart. Good. Inhale, rise all the way. And exhale, come into that forward fold. Gentle bend to the knees. Head hangs heavy. Inhale for the halfway lift. Gaze is forward. And your exhale, forward fold. Hands to your mat here. Step your right foot back. Tap the right knee down. Come into your kneeling lunge. Keep the back toes tucked. And coming up with the hands. As you bend to the front knee, right above the ankle or slightly behind. If you have any lower back issues, a little slightly out of the bend will feel really good. But as you settle here, just drawing the shoulders away from the ears. If you need to, open the arms a little wider. Feel the left foot pressing to the ground. Feel the left heel pulling towards the right knee. Right knee's pulling towards the left heel. You're going to start to feel the resistance here. Feel the inner thighs zipping to each other. Come back to your breath. Last inhale. Hands to your mat. Draw the left hip back. Untuck your back toes. So you're going to come into a half split here. You can use your block here, the short side or the tall side. You can gentle bend into the left knee. Good. Right knee is stacking right over the right hip, right underneath the right hip rather. Gazing forward. So you're going to come with that halfway lift with the chest again. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Come into a little forward fold. And do that again. So inhale for the halfway lift. Gaze forward. Exhale. Come into a little fold over the leg. Last time here. Inhale. And exhale. Folds. Good. Slowly come back out. Rebend to the front knee. Tuck your back toes. Downward facing dog. Hands frame the front foot, left foot steps back to the right. Shake out the hip side to side or pedal out the feet. Take a moment to reconnect with the ground, reconnect with the breath. Good. And then slowly take the left heel up to the sky. Bring the left knee into your chest. Step the left foot back. Good. Coming back into the same side. Inhale, lengthen up. Good. Exhale, back out. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to your mat. Come back to your half split. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Rebend to the front knee. We're going to forward fold to the top of the mat this time. Kick off the back leg and forward folds. Inhale for the halfway lift. Gaze is forward. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Your inhale rises all the way. Connect those hands at the top. Lengthen through the whole body. Exhale, coming through center. Inhale, rise all the way. Exhale, fold at the hips. Forward folds. Head hangs heavy. Inhale for the halfway lift. Gaze is forward. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your mat. Now the left foot's going to step back. Tap the left knee down. Come into your kneeling lunge. If you notice that you're tight in the hips, feel free to walk the right foot over a little bit more to the right side to open those hips. Good. Again, feeling the right heel pulling toward the left knee. Feel the resistance there. So we're just keeping the hips even here. Good. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Frame the front foot. Untuck your back toes. Half split on this side. So draw the right hip back. Toes curl towards the right shin here. We're going to halfway lift with the chest. Exhale, fold a little deeper. And that can be just a little bit. That's fine. Staying true to where you are today. Inhale for your halfway lift. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Breathe through the back of the right leg. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold a little deeper. Your inhale, halfway lift, come back out. Rebend to the front knee. Downward facing dog again. Good. Step back. Take a moment. Good. Bring the right heel up to the sky. Bring the knee into your chest. Step your foot forward. Same side. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen through the spine. Rebend to the front knee right above the ankle. Good. Exhale. Last inhale. And exhale. Frame the front foot. Come into your half split. Take a deep breath in. And deep breath out. Fold here. Inhale. Rebend to the front knee. Forward fold to the top of the mat. Tuck your back toes. Lift the back leg. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way. Connect those hands. Exhale, hands through center. Okay, so moving through our full vinyasa flow now, adding on a little bit more. Inhale, rise all the way. And exhale, forward folds. Inhale for the halfway lifts. And your exhale, forward fold. Hands to your mat. Step back one foot at a time, plank position. Draw the navel into the spine. Gaze forward. Okay, roll forward onto the toes. Lower to the belly. The knees can drop first if you like. Elbows wrap to the ribs. Come into your cobra. Hands underneath the shoulders, tops of the feet press down. Elbows pull back as you lift the heart. Good, open through the collarbones. This can be very little again. Honor where you are today. Your exhale takes you back out. We'll be back in downward facing dog. And you can come through tabletop or plank and send the hips back. Good. Pedal out the feet. Feeling the ribs coming towards the thighs rather than pushing the ribs towards the mat here. Zip it in. Good. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Rebend to those knees. Gaze forward. And then slowly forward fold to the top of the mat. Walk, step, or hop. Inhale for the halfway lift. Your exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise all the way. Connect the hands to the heart this time. Good. Okay. So we're going to come into a little bit of a balancing pose here. We're going to come into warrior three. We're going to press the right foot down. Gaze forward. Start to lift the left leg. Bring the left knee in line with your hip. Flex through the left foot. Okay, once you're ready, gentle bend to the right knee as you press the left leg back. Fold at the hips. Left heel is going to press like it's going to press against the wall. So the toes are going to be pointed to the ground. Left hip pulling toward the mat as well. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Last inhale. Step the left foot back. Crescent lunge. So if you need to walk your right foot over a little bit more, we're going to take the hands up to the sky. Good, just like the kneeling lunge, knee right above the ankle or slightly behind. Feel your left hip pulling forward, right hip's pulling back. Left heel right above the ball mount of the foot. Take another deep breath in, deep breath out. Hands come to the lower back. You're going to interlace the hands or grab opposite elbows. As you draw the hands down, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Shoulder blades come toward each other. And as you exhale, fold up the hips. We're going to come to flow on the inside of the right leg here. Hands can stay on the lower back, or you can take your hands to float. Keep a neutral neck here, gazing to the top of the mat. Keep the hips even if you can. Feel the left hip energetically pulling forward, right hip's energetically pressing back. Take another deep breath in. Good. Exhale, take the hands to the lower back as you rise. Inhale, crescent lunge. Just acknowledge your pose. Exhale, hands to your mat. Step back to plank. Move through the vinyasa flow again. Roll forward onto your toes, lower to the belly. Come into your cobra or up dog. And then back to downward facing dog. Good. Okay. Bend the knees again. Walk to the top of the mat. Forward folds. Inhale for the halfway lifts. Your exhale, forward folds. Good. Inhale, rise all the way. Connect those hands above. Hands come into center. Good. Now, rooting through the left foot this time. Bring the right knee to float in line with the hip. Find your balance here. Send the right leg back. Fold up the hips. Good. Right hip's pulling to the ground. When you're ready, slowly tap the right foot back. Good. If you need to walk the left foot over a little bit, swing the hands up when you're ready. Good. Ribs rather, are pulling towards the hips here. So instead of jutting the ribs out like this, try to zip it in, have it come in line with the hips. Take another deep breath in. Good. Hands come to the lower back. And choice the hands the opposite way so it's a little bit more awkward. Draw the hands down. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. Rebend to the front knee. There was a little bit of a straight leg there. Come into your humble warrior. Float on the inside of the left leg. Good. Breathe here. Deep breaths. Lift the hands if you'd like. Last one. Good. Slowly come back into your crescent lunge. Take your time. Acknowledge your pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Moving through your vinyasa flow. And back in downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. If you want to take a water break at any time or child's pose, feel free to do that. If you want to skip the chaturanga, the vinyasa flow that we've been doing, you can. You can do child's pose or downward dog as a little resting point. Good. Lift the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Right knee to the sky, right heel to the glute. And now, bring awareness to the right armpit. Notice if it's starting to lift here. Try to bring it in line with the left. Good. Straighten the right leg, close the hip, bring the right knee into your chest. Step your foot forward. Turn the back heel down. Front heel in line with the back heel or the middle arch of the back foot. Okay. Bring your block to the outside of your right foot. We're going to come into warrior 2 to begin. So we're just setting that up for a pose in just a moment. So bend is the front knee. If you notice as you're bending the front knee, if your knee's going past the ankle, walk the feet wider. So warrior 2 here, palms face down, opening the chest. Shoulders stacked right over hips. And then your tailbone's also pointing to the ground. Good. Flip your front palm, reverse the warrior, still bending to the front knee. Breathing through the whole right side body. Gaze to the sky or the back heel. Side angle. Connect your right elbow with the right thigh. Left hand reaches to the sky. Press the right elbow down. Open through the heart here. Trying not to crunch down into the right side. Pressing the elbow into the thigh will help you lift out a little bit more. Good. Breathing through the right side, the right inner thigh. Reverse your warrior. Take a deep breath in. Good. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Good. Take the arms back to a warrior two position. Keep the legs straight here. We're going to come into a triangle pose. So with your right hand, reach forward. Your left hip's going to pull back. Right hand to the ground, shin or block. So the right hand's in a 6 o'clock position on a clock, and your left hand to the sky. Micro bend to the front knee. Protect the knee here. We're going to take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Rebend to the front knee. Warrior two. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands forward. Turn the back heel lifted. Step back to plank. Moving through your Vinyasa flow. Good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Left heel reaches to the sky. Bend that knee. Open the hip. Good. Left armpit in line with the right. Straighten the left leg. Close the hip. Bring the knee into your chest. Step your foot forward. Warrior two. Back heel in line with your front heel or middle arch of the back foot. Feel the left knee coming towards the left side of your foot here. Opening the knee. Reverse your warrior when you're ready. Right hand reaches to the back leg, left arm over. Breathe through the whole left side body. Good. Next, exhale, left elbow connects with your left thigh. Right hand reaches to the sky. Feel the right hip opening up here. Reverse your warrior. Straighten the left leg. Good. Come back to the warrior two position with the arms. Left hand reaches forward, right hip pulls back. Left hand to the ground, shin or block. And then peeling the right shoulder back, feeling like you're kind of leaning against the wall here. If you need to walk the back foot in just a tiny bit closer, feel free to do that. Good. Again, just like the side angle, we're lifting up out of the left side body. Try not to crunch down towards the leg. We're lifting up. Take another deep breath in. Rebend to the front knee. Place the block up to the top. Warrior two. Just acknowledge your pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands forward. Step back to plank. Moving through your Vinyasa flow. Good. Take another moment here. Last inhale. Press the mat away, lift the hips higher. Exhale out. Tap the knees down, child's pose. Take those hands out. Take a moment, taking in the practice. Feel free to take a water break if you need to. Good. Slowly come back to a tabletop position. Coming into thread the needle. Right hand reaches to the sky. Open the chest. Spread the fingers wide. Slide the right arm underneath your left. Right side of your head, shoulder to the ground. Left hand reaches to the top of the mat. Peel the left shoulder open. Good. Leaning a little bit more into the right side. Left hand underneath your shoulder. Right hand reaches to the sky, open again. Come back to tabletop, switching sides. Left hand reaches up. Slide the left arm underneath the right. Right hand walks to the top of the mat. Tailbone is lifting to the sky. Hips above the knees. Good, hand underneath the shoulder. Left hand reaches up, open the chest. Good. Come back to tabletop position. And then swinging the legs out right in front of you, coming into a seated forward fold. So bringing the feet together or a little bit apart, up to you. Toes point to the sky. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Your exhale, fold at the hips. And you can bend into the knees here, or you can come into a forward fold on the block. So if you're doing on the block, just come on the front side, and that'll help tilt the pelvis forward. A little example. This is one of my favorites, to come in a little bit deeper, especially for the days that I'm really tight in the hamstrings. Wherever you are, just relax the shoulders away from the ears. Try not to bring them so hiked up. When you're ready, slowly come back out. Good. Bring the feet together. I'm just going to face towards the camera. Knees are going to open up to the side. Thumbs to the middle of the feet. Peel the feet open. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, come into a little forward folds. Good. On your each exhale, seeing if you can fold a little bit deeper. Last exhale. Slowly come back out. Take the hands to the outside of the knees. Draw the knees together. We're going to make our way onto our back, making a figure four with our legs. So as you come onto your back, knees bent, feet on the floor, cross the right ankle over the left knee. You can stay here and press the right knee away, or you can interlace the hands behind the left leg, flexing through both feet, protect your ankle joints. Good, and then drawing the left leg a little closer to the body to deepen the stretch on the right side. So this is the same stretch as pigeon pose. So if you're ever in class and pigeon pose does not feel comfortable at all, come into this variation. Switching sides when you're ready. Left ankle crosses over the right knee, or you can stay on the ground, press the left knee away very gently. Good. Slowly come into your happy baby. Knees into your chest. Hands to the inside or outside of the feet or legs. And then bringing the feet to the sky. Knees come towards the sides of the body. Rocking side to side here on the lower back. Slowly take the knees back in. We're going to take the left knee into your chest. Right leg extends nice and long. Now bringing the left knee in towards the shoulder or chest. But wherever you are, just flexing through both feet here. Left hand off to the side. You can goal post the arm or straighten the arm. And twisting over to your right side. Feeling the twist coming from the lower half of the body, but opening up in the chest. Maybe the left shoulder is touching the ground, but maybe it's not today. And that's okay, just noticing where you are. You can also slide up block underneath the left shoulder if it's lifting off the ground. Good, slowly come back onto your back, switching sides, right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Good, when you're ready, begin to twist on over to your left side. You can also bring a block, the tall side, underneath the floating knee, if you ever want it to be more restorative. Take your last inhale, your last exhale. Good, slowly coming back onto your back, take the knees into your chest, rock side to side. And when you're ready, coming into your Savasana, so you can be on your back here with the knees bent, with the feet on the floor. Legs nice and long, as wide as the mat, or a seated position. But wherever you are, just close the eyes and let your body fully relax, taking in the practice. And then just come back to a natural breath here. And we'll guide you back out when Shavasana is done. staying here for as long as you would like. When you're ready, begin to bring awareness back into the body, little movements, the ankles and the wrist, fingers and the toes. Make your way onto one of your sides here so you can come up to a seated position. We'll meet with the hands into prayer. Eyes stay closed, or eyes can gaze forward a few inches. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, lengthen through the spine. And you're going to exhale out the mouth with a sigh. Again, inhale, lengthen up. And exhale out. Good. Next inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bowing forward, saying namaste. Thank you so much for taking class with me today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Any requests for the next live. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys. Have a good night.